Good morning, and this is Paul Raj from India. I'm recording a small clip for Mark, and this is about the DE programs that we do it in India. DE is a very important tool that we use here in India. In fact, the first level of approach is always through DE. And we have translated DE into many Indian languages, and we also use many other mediums other than the print to take forward this teaching. In fact, we went ahead and we resized the whole book so that it is easy for us to carry to different parts and also carry what we require. For example, we have this DE books. These are all level 1, level 2 and level 3. These are all small books. It's very easy to carry. Either put it inside your shirt or like Andrew puts it behind, you can just put it behind and carry it. So we have in different languages. We have in Hindi, we have in Telugu, we have in Tamil, we have in Nepalese, and the translation process work is work in progress. So we keep doing that. We also have mobile apps. It's very easy to have everything in the mobile. So we just go to different places and then we just open the mobile app and we play the video. And nowadays, the connectivity of the mobile to the TV has become so simple. It's not that we have to just show a mobile and teach them. We can just connect using so many softwares, so many apps to the TV, and the whole thing can come on TV. At the end of the video, we'll also show you like how we do that, and we'll just give you a glimpse. Of course, we are not coming to the Android market. We are doing it on a privately. We are installing these things into the mobile phones of our DE leaders, and then we encourage them to use those resources. I have with me Anoop. Anoop is handling the marketing in India, but Anoop is one person I know for sure. When he came, he is from the first batch of CBC India. He graduated from Chennai, I think it is in 2010. Yes. And when he came, to serve the ministry, we did have a talk with Anoop. And first thing I told Anoop is, I'm not looking for someone who wants to do a scootering inside the four walls. I'm not interested. I wanted someone who can ride beyond the walls. Because unfortunately, that was the very thought. Everything was CBC and everything was happening within the four walls. And I think he took it very seriously. And I know it's now almost 2 years he's with us, close to 2 years. And I see Anoop creating so many groups. I see him going to churches every Sunday, whether he goes to attend a service or not, but he always goes to a church. Being a part of the Target 52 group, and then he promotes the resources. He talks about DE. And he forms DE groups. So I thought he will be the most appropriate person to share something about DE. That really, his work really blessed me, and I'm sure it's going to bless you. So it's so good to have you, Anoop, with us, and I believe we are just making this video for Macro. Macro is the director for DE, that is it's an international work, and I think it will be a great blessing if you share, like what really prompted you to start the DE group, and how you really start, how do you really put a group together, and how you take forward. I think to make things more realistic, you can just come closer, look at the video, and then talk to the audience direct. I'm just giving it to Anoop, and Anoop will share his experience. The works of Anoop really blessed me. I see his heart, a very sincere heart, and I believe whatever he speaks, whatever he's sharing, is going to be a great encouragement for you, and of course I'm blessed. Over to you, Anoop. You just give an idea like how you're using DE as a tool and how you're able to really touch people. And I know one thing for sure, you sitting in Hyderabad, you're able to open DE groups in Kerala, which is almost 1,500 kilometers away. Now we are working to open up a DE group in Calcutta. And I know that some of our web-based DE group systems has helped you doing that. But you can just share your experience because I see you as a very successful DE leader. So please share your experience.
Okay.
Look at the camera and share.
I'm so happy to be here today. And as Brother Paul Raj was telling, initially when I came to join this ministry, one of the thing he had in mind was to start DE because it was such a powerful tool to reach people and to share what we do and how do and impact people through the true word of God. So I took it very seriously, as he said, and I didn't know many people here in Hyderabad except some of my relatives. So initial step I did was to reach out to my close people, my own relatives. So I went and asked one of my relatives whether she can open up a place for us to start a DE group. She was so happy, she so happily allowed us to place. So we started a small DE group at her home, and they informed the people whom they knew, and we had initially 6 students in that DE group. And every Monday we went as a family. My wife was there with me to help me, and we started the DE lessons, and it was such a great blessing for the people. And we successfully completed that batch, and we have even given them their certificate. And one of the thing I can say that DE especially, it was a great blessing for me to go again through the lessons and to stamp that teachings which I learned from CPC again, to be confirmed and firm in the same teaching and to improve and know more about each lesson. That was a great blessing for me. I can say that it was a great blessing to each members in that DE group. 6 members on that, 2 girls were not finding any matches for marriage, and they got married. And one of my relatives, she was barren for 5 years, and she got conceived, and many great things happened that family, and that family witnessed the true and power of God, and they said, because we opened the door for you, we see this blessing, and they were giving glory to God. And each member, those who got a blessing through the word of God, they had great testimony to tell that it was because of the DE group that they received such a blessings in their life. So it was a great blessing.
That's awesome. And if I ask you a very straight question,
Yes.
We do anything. We always see the result when there is a change.
Yes.
So, what type of a change you really saw or experienced in your DE group people
Yes.
after the whole DE program?
Yes. When before I share that, I should say this: the tool that we use, very simple tool, such a powerful tool with a simple, very easy to understand tool. All the questions, answer, everything is there. So it was a great blessing for the members to understand the lessons, and they were taking the lessons. It was a new experience for them. That is the thing I should say, that they were telling, we never heard such kind of teaching in a simple way, and they started making it practical in their life, and they found the result. They seen the result, and I could see that one in their life. And as I told before, that the blessings they received, they believed the word and they applied, and they received the blessing. So that was the example how it was working in their life.
Yeah, that's true. One more area I need to really thank Mark. Mark gave me a 10-minute video of Andrew and Don Pro teaching the whole DE lessons. And what we did was we just made a small software where we are able to play these videos. So there is a lot of the way we started doing DE was very, very different. It's not like I talk, you listen. It's something like let's talk, and let's listen. And instead of one talking, it's always nice to play a 10-minute video of Andrew, and then we pick up. Based on his teachings, and then we give an opportunity for everyone to speak what they understood, and how much of impact that teaching had on them. And we also decide, I mean, we also make a list like where are the areas we are lacking or what we are lacking, and then how we overcome those areas of lacks. And I think if something has to be very successful, it has to be very interactive. It should not be a delivery type, it should be a very interactive type. And that's one strength I see in the team, and particularly in case of Anoop, because if you look at his records of his DE groups, I find few of them have enrolled for CARIS. His wife had enrolled, I mean, you both are graduates, right? You and your wife, yes. Both are graduates. And his sister-in-law enrolled, I think she's doing the second year. And there are many people who are encouraged and they enrolled for CARIS courses. So D is a great tool. It's not a tool just to bring them to CARIS. I think it's a tool to create a change, to bring in a change in them. And if it is used properly, with all the technical supports, and and having an attitude of let's talk and let's discuss, I'm very sure that there cannot be a better tool to really penetrate. Unless and until we hit, we don't open. For example, we take a metal, you keep on hammering once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. It may not puncture, but we keep on hitting with a hammer. One or the other day it opens up. So D is such a tool, like we keep hammering, and hammering. It may not open up immediately, but one or the other day when we keep on hammering, someday it opens up. So it was so great, to have such a tool, and we are so blessed to have teachers like Andrew and so many, all the faculties, each and every one, they are gems. And we also have people. Andrew cannot come here and do DE. We have people who are, who have listened to Andrew, listened to every teacher of CBC. They're able to receive, they're able to really take the message and give it to people. And there is one more plus point with this gentleman. I was very specific why I wanted him here is, sitting here in Hyderabad, he's having groups in Kerala, which is, I said, it's more than 1500 kilometers down south. And he's also having groups in another Bible institute as well. Yeah, so I don't know. If I start allowing him to tell, he has a big testimony, probably he'll have to write and share it. And he's also having one more group in Calcutta. Yes. Right? That is almost 2000 kilometers towards the east. And thank God for the technology. Yes. That has really helped him to form the group. And we have a program in the website where they can come together as a group and then be a part of the. I'm sure, I think you're the only person who's using that tool. I don't see any other staff or anyone else using it, but I see him using it very effectively. And I always see him, giving his comments, feedbacks, and you're doing something awesome. And I'm really encouraged that you're using DE as a mighty tool. Yes. And all those who are watching will be also encouraged. Probably, I think you may have to record your complete, methodologies of how you use DE as a tool and explain very in detail, because this is a brief recording that we are doing, but at a later stage I think we can record a detailed recording of how you really use DE as a tool. Sure. And the most encouraging part is we are able to see a change. I think all that we do, and if we don't see a change, I think it's a waste of time. We are able to see a change in people, and I think that is the success. I thank each and everyone. I thank Mark Rowe. Mark is such a great supporter, and I know he does a lot of things as far as DE is concerned, and he's a wonderful friend. We also look forward to having Mark here in India, because he's going to be here for the graduation. Thank you so much and God bless you. If we can do something to help you take the DE forward, we are open and we are willing to do it. God bless you. It was so wonderful talking to you all. Thank you so much, Anoop. It was a blessing to have you. Thank you so much. God bless you.